I almost raged at this episode. Almost. I was on the verge. Hello everybody, my name is Blue, and today I took a look at episode 6 of Netoge, titled, I Thought If I Declared My Love, I Was Sure to Succeed. This episode was a little odd at first because I got a little confused because they... Apparently, and if you hear noises out back, I apologize, my neighbors are having solar panels thrown in, and it's way too hot for me to close my window. This episode started off with me, with basically, apparently they're not a couple still. At least, they don't think they're a couple. They're not a couple. They keep acting like it, though, and I don't get why Russian wouldn't think that they already are together, but the main point of this episode is him wanting to talk to her about it. However, other things go in the way first. First off, their tests are coming up, and we find out that Akko's dream is to just be a housewife, so she doesn't give a crap about tests or school, and she feels that just because tests are coming and the club is going to be canceled until tests start, she doesn't have to go to school. And they basically force her to in-game study, and that's fantastic. Because they literally keep her with their magic abilities in the game from leaving the room. The only way she can get away is to log out, but then she wouldn't have anything else to do but study. Oh, it's so mean, but so great, and I loved it. Oh, Schwein's real-life friend, who I think's named Sete-san in the game, who was the newbie that basically made Akko kind of jealous. She got her own class now. She is no longer just a regular fighter. They went and helped her on a quest, and she became a summoner, and she looks really, really hot, and she has a really cute little pet wolf cub that she has because she's a summoner. She's basically like a World of Warcraft hunter, where she summons a pet to go do the fighting while she stands in the back and does other things. So getting to see that, because that character's popped up in the credits a lot, and we haven't seen her yet, so I was a little worried. I was like, who's this character? We're about halfway through the series now. Don't know who the character is so far, but glad to know that we got to find out who that is. We also see that Russian has like a little sister. It's either a little sister or a girl who he's related to in some way who goes over to his house and whatnot. And we see her for like one split second. We see her and she says, "Hi, Oni-chan," and he says, "Oh, you're here," and then walks upstairs. And that's all we see. Why show us that character if you're not going to show us more? So definitely going to be a character popping up in the future. But yes, on to the confession point of this episode. Russian doesn't think they're boyfriend and girlfriend yet, and so after the tests are over and everyone's like, alright, we did a good job, summer break's gonna happen, and we're gonna have a camp. Yeah, the club is gonna go camping. Can't wait to see what happens with that. But Russian asks Master and Schwein for advice on how to ask out Akko. And because none of them have ever had any romantic history with anybody, none of them know what to do. They try giving him advice, but they're both very pointless pieces of advice, because Master, who's their senpai, hasn't ever had a romantic interest, and Schwein has rejected everybody. So neither of their input really helps too much. And then he finally does it. After they announce that they're going to have the club camp out during the summer break, and the teacher's going to go too, which is cool because she's kind of becoming one of my favorites of this series. I don't know why. I really like her, and I love her little cat character in the game. I don't know. I like the idea of a teacher playing video games because I like teachers and I like video games, and I don't know. That and the fact that she's an adorable cat girl in game, that probably has a big factor because she's so damn cute. But on their way home, Russian says, Akko, can we stop by this park and talk? And they're being cute together. They're really cute together, and they've done this a lot in this episode. They just had little moments where it made me think, why would he not think they're together already? But he turns to her and he asks her if she'll be his girlfriend. And she looks at him and gives him a big smile, and then says, no. And then the credits happen! I was about to flip the table. I literally sat there glaring at the credits the entire time, just waiting for them to be over. I'm like, there better be a scene after this. And they did have a scene after this. And the scene after this was Master and Schwein consoling him and doing this weird dance thing that, well, I don't get what they were trying to do. Maybe just be goofs. But they're consoling him while he's in tears on this table at this restaurant or something that they're hanging out at. And then just Schwein calls Akko and says, so yeah, did Russian talk to you? And she's like, yeah, he asked me to be his girlfriend. And Russian's a mess on this table. He is losing it. And he's banging his head and crying and everything. And she goes, of course I told him no. I would never want that. They put her on speakerphone without telling her so Russian can hear everything. And she goes, Of course I wouldn't want to be his girlfriend. Why would I want to be demoted from his wife to his girlfriend? That's just stupid. And that was the last second of the last second of this entire episode, and thankfully I watched through the credits. Watch through the credits on this episode, otherwise you'll be raged and probably a little confused in the next one. But yeah, oh god. This episode went from being just, oh, it's a normal little episode, to the, like, big, excuse me, what did you say? Moment of the show, and then fixed itself right at the very end. So thankfully they did that. I'm glad they didn't leave me hanging off for another week, although that might have been effective. So I will see you guys all next time. Hopefully we get to see the camping in the next episode, because I want to know how that's going to happen. It's a club based on PC online gaming going camping. I don't know if they're going to try to game while they're camping, or if they're going to RP while they're up there. I hope, oh god, they better RP while they're up there. If they don't RP, I'm going to consider this show a complete and massive failure. But yeah, this episode was great. I can't wait for more. I will see you guys all next time. So until then, everybody, peace out.
She's